So I hope you enjoyed that little business story uh, from Lester Lindemann being direct. Okay, now, next part of our lecture for today, reverse engineering. Okay, I see that watch on the right. Someone has found that watch. Just going to take it apart to see how it works and how it was made. That's reverse engineering. Process by which a man-made object or a person-made object is deconstructed to reveal its designs, architecture, code, or to extract knowledge from the object. So the example of in wartime, your brand new secret attack helicopter unfortunately crash lands on the enemy's territory. And most countries have explosive devices so they can remotely explode the whole helicopter rather than risk it getting into the enemy's hands. Why? Because if the enemy gets the machine, they can reverse engineer it. How was it made? Now look at how you solve problems maybe they've been having and been unable to solve. And they will figure out the plan, the code, etc., etc. That's reverse engineering. That's a pretty extreme example, but that's an example. Here's a bridge. You should know what bridge this is. I should look it up. Maybe you can. It's a very long suspension bridge built over, it looks like a river. An engineer or a bridge architect could look at this bridge and you have a pretty good idea of what the components are, what the foundation is, how big are the holes that were drilled into the bedrock, what kinds of reinforcements went in there in terms of concrete or steel or rebar, what sort of weight, what sort of load can that size cable carry, how will it handle wind, etc., etc., etc. So the concept is that someone who understands how to build a bridge can look at a finished bridge and figure out the plan. Figure out the plan for building the bridge. Sway bracing, lateral bracing, right? Stringers, etc. We can do the same thing with advertising, say a competitor's advertising. When I first started after business school at Compton Advertising, now called Saatchi & Saatchi, I was lucky enough to be working on Procter & Gamble business. Procter & Gamble is generally thought of as, if not the smartest, one of the top marketers in the world. And one of my jobs as the new assistant account executive on Duncan Hines Cake Mix was whenever a competitor, say Betty Crocker or Pillsbury, came out with a new ad, TV ad, we had a monitoring service that would send us a videotape of the ad and a storyboard, or what we call the photo board of the ad. So the script underneath pictures of the ad. And one of my jobs was to reverse engineer the ad. What are they doing? Who are they talking to? What are they saying about their product? What's their brand character? Important to keep track of what your competitors are doing in business. And the way I was taught to reverse engineer the ad was to use Procter & Gamble's copy strategy template. And Procter & Gamble copy strategies had, I'm going to do something here. because it's important. See, I took an older slide here. So that's what I'm going to do. Is the rule going to let me get away with it? Let's see. Okay. I broke out call to action and offer because they're two different things. Okay, it's not the neatest thing in the world, but hopefully you get the idea. Okay, these are the elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements. The last two are not in every ad you see. They're really only in direct ads. Okay, but the top four, target, benefit, support, brand character, every ad or every piece of marketing communication, email, a website, should be built on these four key um, parts of the foundation. Who is the target? Who are you talking to? And you're going to use demographics. You guys should know what demographics are. It's kind of the factual, numerical description of a human being. Height, weight, gender, age, educational level, um, geographic. Where does the person live? What kind of job does he or she have? What's their income level? These are the sort of factual, numerical data points about a person. Psychographics is where we get into behavioral tendencies. What hobbies does she have? What are her political leanings? What kind of movies does she like? What kind of books does she read? On and on and on. Psychographics. This is behavioral. This is really getting into someone's head. So the smart marketer has a very clear idea of who he or she is talking to with their advertising. And in our case, because we're direct marketers, I'm going to remind you, or if I believe I mentioned it in the last lecture, as direct marketers, we want to look into our customer database. We want to find our most valuable customers. We want to pinpoint their demographic and psychographic characteristics, and that is who we want to attract as a new customer. Benefit. Now, this refers to the product or the service. What does it do for you? Why do you buy it? Okay, a shampoo, and there are levels to this. Okay, for example, I buy a shampoo. Why? What's the benefit? It gives me clean hair, or maybe it gives me shiny, beautiful hair, or maybe it brings out a certain color. There's a benefit. Okay, now, but what's the end benefit of having clean, shiny, attractive hair? It might be to increase my confidence. It might be to attract other people. uh, question mark, dot, 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 question mark. Benefit. What does the product do for you? Why do I buy it? What do I get from it? Support. Support. It's very important you understand this and that you understand all these things. Support is the proof that you'll get the benefit. This is the persuasiveness part. This is where you see a demonstration of the product in action, lifting the stains from the laundry. You see this, or you see the side-by-side shot before Tide, after Tide, or you think about what other kinds of support are out there. What does Amazon do to convince you, persuade you that you'll get what you want from this particular product? Reviews, yes. Testimonials, yes. Okay. This shampoo has new XO25 jojoba beans, straight from the Amazon jungle. Nature's special essence for beautiful hair. So it could be a product-oriented point of difference. Support, brand character. Brand character or brand personality. That's the C here. And this is, if the product were a person, describe the characteristics of that person. Um, and word to the wise here, this is important to recognize that copy strategy, when I worked at Procter and Gamble and Duncan Hines, our copy strategy was what the creative team used to write the advertising. So you have to have adjectives in the brand character that are specific, that are trenchant, Trenchant. Look up the word if you don't know what it means. You want adjectives that pop, that a creative person will just get, will help them find out what kind of font to use, what colors to use. Okay? Brand character. And when you do your reverse engineering, I just want a few adjectives, trenchant adjectives. Call to action is what are you telling people to do? Go to the website, go to the store, call this number. Not every ad has this. Now, offer is the other one you need to really understand. My classes in the past will always have a little trouble getting over the hump on understanding what is an offer. An offer is a special incentive to act now. It's 15% off if you order now. It's get the gift with purchase if you do this now. It's the thing, it's like a kick in the butt to get you to move, all right, from consideration and preference to purchase. Oh, it sounds like a good idea. Well, I don't really want to buy right now. Oh, if I buy, oh, let me call. I can save 15%. That's the offer. The way to remember this, I like the acronyms. And so this one is Tabasco with 2 C's. Oh, what the heck? This is supposed to have two. I put another C in this. I know I did. What happened to it? Oh my gosh. Hang on, guys. You're seeing it. Things happen right before your eyes. Look at that. All right. Target, forget the A. Benefit, forget the A. Support, brand character, call to action, offer, Tabasco. And there's my goofy little avatar holding a Tabasco bottle. So you should be able, and you're going to work on your talent to look at any ad and be able to reverse engineer who are they targeting, what are they promising, how do they prove the promise, what's the brand character, is there a call to action or an offer. I'm going to stop now. I'm going to ask you to practice on one ad. Here it is, actually. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And we're going to stop. And you're going to take a minute to look at this and you're going to answer some questions. You're basically going to do a Tabasco on it, okay, via PlayPosit. Hint, this appeared in People magazine. Okay, everybody? Okay.